Arrests pregnant lady, others for drug possession. In corruption, EFCC arrests Chinese expatriate for illegal mining. Also from the Punch in business, federal government loses 13.2 million barrels oil worth 603.64 billion naira in 2022. Also, manufactured goods fall 36% to 2.8 trillion naira. Inflation looms. PENCOM explains DG's absence at budget. Defense. Also from the Punch this morning, presidency, 2023 presidency, SDP candidate promises 30 million jobs.
All right, let's take a look at Premium Times. Supreme Court judges drop to 13 as another one retires. Is PDP sacrifice enough to appease Wike aggrieved members? There's some question there. How Nigeria's only state-owned airline, Ibom Air, is dominating Nigeria's sky. Gunmen attack Nigerian senators' convoy, kill police officers, others. A PT state of the race. Wike assumes APC plot against Tinubu as Atiku calls bluff. 5 security personnel killed in 2 weeks as Nigeria continues offensive against armed groups. Some more from Premium Times. FBI declares Nigerian wanted over alleged $30 million fraud. Brazilian returnee excretes 92 wraps of cocaine at Abuja Airport. NDLEA resists demand for bribe by officers. Police commissioner tells Lagosians Kwankwanso not stepping down for Atiku Tinubu campaign spokesperson. 730,000 people died by suicide annually. Another one here. Gunman kill wife of vigilante leader in Enugu as ASU strike lingers. American Online University graduates over 400 Nigerians.
From the Daily Post, the major one, PDP crisis, Atiku weighs options as Wike colleagues refuse to concede. Elsewhere, how motorists commit suicide murder on newly renovated Ogun highways. Tukur Mamu, outcomes of terrorist negotiators' investigations mind-boggling. That's according to the DSS. Policemen feared killed as gunmen attack Ifeanyi Ubah's convoy. Court summons ASU over strike is a story that's common to many of the papers this morning. We'll take a look at that as we go ahead. Elsewhere, Zelensky blames Russia as eastern Ukraine reportedly suffers blackout. 2023 remain focused, finish strong, but people tell Governor Gwai. 2023 Daily Alake reveals source of Tinubu's wealth. FCTA removes illegal structures in Akpo resettlement. Tukumamu already took that one. Policemen feared killed as gunmen attack Ifeanyi Ubah's convoy. Atiku condemns attack on Ifeanyi Ubah's convoy is another one out of the Daily Post. And lastly, 2023, between certainty of better Nigeria, APC promises of failure. Atiku.
All right, to look at Daily Trust newspaper. Ifeanyi Ubah escapes orderlies, 8 gunned down in Anambra. Niger governor, Rep. Congratulate Etsunupe at 70. Why some black people are rejoicing the death of the Queen of England. Census NPC expresses concern over delay in materials procurement. Kogi buries 130 unclaimed bodies. Some more here from Premium Daily Trust. I beg your pardon. 2023 Keyamo speaks on Amoda Ogunlare's controversy. A DSS outcome of Mamu investigation mind-boggling. Strike. Federal government drags ASU to court as talks collapse. 50 million naira ransom. Terrorists hold newborn in captivity. Flogged mother. I am not worried about big parties, SDP presidential candidate. I'm not worried about big parties, SDP presidential candidate. 2023 Wike or why Wike order aggrieved PDP stakeholders should join APC. Senator Adeyemi, Nigeria still an investment destination. NCC alerts on Google malware that steal data from devices. Okay. This should make an interesting read. Actually, Supreme Court justices drop to 13 as Aboki retires, and FAN paid parking commences September the 29th at Abuja Airport.
From the Nation newspaper, Atiku to present plan at Editors Forum Tuesday. NCDC 36 monkeypox cases recorded in 1 week. Fuel subsidy dealing with a cancer-destroying nation's economy. That's an editorial piece from The Nation. We will retire political tourist Atiku to Dubai, says Shetima. Also, 210 days after federal government asked courts to stop ASU strike, Nigeria's debt stock hits 45.25 trillion naira. Unlucky, no candidate can match Tinubu's achievement. Also, Supreme Court depleted as Justice Aboki retires. We'll take some messages and, of course, come back and take some analysis of the major headlines and, of course, take your thoughts.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
Get up and go, 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 go. With Countdown Choco, go, go, go. Get up and, get up and, get up and go. No matter what you gotta do, do it. Countdown Choco, by the rich man's art for vitality. Get up and go. Stay strong, save the world, take action. Get up and go.
Cowbell chocolate with Vitarich plus iron.
Cowbell, I wanna look. Sweetheart, you look worried. Is there something you're not telling me?
Yes, our daughter is 3. She's so brilliant. She should be in school by now. But I'm concerned about her educational foundation.
Oh, really? I figured that out already.
But how?
Megastars British Schools. So true. Every dream is possible just by building the right foundation. Megastars British Schools provides your child with the right foundational knowledge and skills to building a great future. Her affordable tuition, conducive learning environment, and modern teaching facilities is what distinguishes us at Megastars British Schools. Every child is a star. What are you waiting for? Register your child with us today at Megastars British Schools, number 9, Basharu, Apampa Street, Jericho GRA, Ibadan. For inquiries, please call 0806 994 9006. Megastars British School. Learning, studying, and training.
Power oil, power oil.
Bonga cooking oil, we get different sizes and different packs.
Power oil, power oil.
The one way they sweet me na mini pack for 100 naira. Yeah.
Power oil, power oil.
Play everywhere.
Power oil.
Good for your heart.
Power
No
oil.
cholesterol.
Power oil.
No trans fat.
Power oil.
And people who listen to your heart use power oil.
Power oil, power oil.
Power oil.
This announcement from Jonathan King Limited is for those who desire the truth and are ready to take actions for a rewarding future. Canada is arguably the best place to acquire first-class, practical, and developmentally oriented education. Opportunity for student scholarships, grants, and interest-free loans to pursue their studies to PhD level in Canada is about the highest in the world, and they can work while undergoing full-time studies. Jonathan King Limited invites parents and prospective students to a life-changing meeting with a team from Canada led by the Associate Director, International Recruitment, Thompson Rivers University, Canada, who will speak and answer questions on Canada study visa, life in Canada, and opportunities open to students. Date, Thursday, 15th of September 2022.
Venue, Floor 22, Learning and Training Center, Cocoa House, Ibadan. Time, 12 noon prompt.
Admission is free. However, it's on first-come, first-served basis, as the hall will take only about 100 people. Please visit our website, jonathankinglimited.com. Jonathan King Limited, first and 6th floors, Cocoa House, Ibadan.
Tolu, báwo ni ìrìnàjò ẹ̀? Ilẹ̀ Haúsá dùn. Mo jẹ oúnjẹ kan tó ń pè ní dambu ìṣèkáfá níbẹ̀. Ọ̀rẹ́, adùn àti tasọ́sán ẹ̀ lárinrin.
Oúnjẹ ti délẹ̀ o.
Láìdé, oúnjẹ yẹn náà ló ṣe. Ó tún dùn jù yẹn lọ. Báwo ló ṣe sè é? Ìsebẹ̀ ọ̀ngà. Òun ni ìsebẹ̀ tó o nílò fádùn àti tasọ́sán tó lélẹ̀. Dùn àwọn tó fẹ́ràn nínú pẹ̀lú oúnjẹ aládùn nínú ilé rẹ̀.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Make you believe and we plenty. You sef fit follow enjoy the wonderment of the FIFA World Cup for Qatar with Coca-Cola. Sama any Coca-Cola product wey get white cover, check under the counter. You go see simple code, dial *8014 *1 code hash to join. Make you sef get chance jollificate for free. You fit win a with all expense paid trip to the FIFA World Cup for Qatar. Hey! Even 250 million naira gidigba airtime also dey to win instanta. Terms and conditions dey sha o. Coca-Cola na the official partner of the FIFA World Cup. Na FCCPC approve this promo.
My guy, this your sneakers shine oh. How you take get the original? Na for Jand?
Jand for this economy.
Abeg, na for Adidas official store on top Jumia buy am o. Na so, with all the plenty international and local brands them, we get official store for Jumia. To get quality and original products them, na sure banker. See you go gbadun correct discount on top brand festival from 12th of September go reach the 2nd of October. Plus, you fit make secure payment online. Enjoy free delivery on top order. We pass 1,999 naira and return anything when you buy for free. Terms and conditions deal.
Jumia, your everyday delivered.
Òbí mọ̀ wá ńlẹ̀ òbí mọ̀ ń fún wọn níṣẹ́ ṣe báyìí wọ́n láwọn ọ̀dọ́ tòbí ni wọ́n ń ṣe o.
kọ́ mọ́ lọ pàdé òbí ọmọdé bá fi sísùkú rẹ̀ tí ó wà pé máa bá pàdé òbí.
Gómìnà àná nípínlẹ̀ Anambra.
Pọ́ọ̀lù Òbí gan kọ́.
Ó ti di Pọ́ọ̀lù Òbí o.
àwa wà Pọ́ọ̀lù náà sí ẹ̀ńtẹ́ rí Peter ẹ̀ wà Pọ́ọ̀lù tíìmì náà jáde.
Ṣé ẹ ṣe tán àti yọjú sí Aṣíwájú Bọ́lá Tinubu?
Gbogbo wọn pátá kódà bí Àtíkù ṣe ń pè mí tí mò ń dá lóhùn.
Ṣùgbọ́n ó ti hàn pé ẹ̀ ní tẹ̀lé Àtíkù báyìí.
Kí ló fi hàn pé ní tẹ̀lé.
Ẹ̀sọ̀ Fálára ẹ̀rọ fàjẹrò pé ètò òṣèlú tọ̀sẹ̀ yìí yóò tún pé mẹ́rin yàtọ̀. Àlejò wa lọ́sẹ̀ yìí ni Alhaji Nureni Àkànbí àròlé Ìbà Olúyọ̀lé ọ̀kan gbòógì nínú àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ àgbà nínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú People's Democratic Party PDP. Ẹ pàdé ọmọ yín Peter Ọlásùpọ̀ Captain P2 lọ́jọ́ Ajé ọjọ́ 12 nínú oṣù kẹsàn-án ọdún tá a wà nínú rẹ̀ láago 11 sí 12 níbi tí àlejò rẹ̀ yóò ti tọ̀pá bọ́ọ̀lù ṣàlàyé gbogbo ohun tó ń lọ nínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP. Ètò òṣèlú ẹ̀kọ́ ojúlọ́nà.
Ẹ̀yin lẹ pọ́n ṣe yìí báyìí títí tó fi di gómìnà yìí.
Ọlọ́ọ̀lọ́pàá ṣùgbọ́n mi ni mo champion rẹ̀ wọ́n wá sọ.
Ǹjẹ́ ẹ kábàámọ̀ pé ẹ pọ́n ṣe yìí títí ó di gómìnà?
Èmi kábàámọ̀ lórí nǹkan gbogbo àwọn tá a jọ ṣàdéhùn fún ọ̀mádé ọ̀sẹ̀.
Welcome back. 32 FM 949 Ibadan here. It's a Monday morning and it's good to be back on the beat. I'm OLUTAYO, OGUNADE. It's the Papers Review.
I'm Kenny DUROTILU, and joining us this morning to talk the news and, of course, the headlines is Austin Udumo. Good morning, Austin.
Good morning, Kenny. And Tayo, good morning.
Austin, good to have you.
Thank you.
All right, so let's delve into the issues. The major one this morning is education. We understand that the federal government and ASU, they are appearing before the National Industrial Court. Of course, we hear that the federal government is asking the court to order ASU to resume academic activities. Negotiation seems to have failed now. Legal action seems to be what's next.
Yes, if you look at the idea of a legal action, Chris Igige said this sometimes ago. He said it as if he was even doing a member of the academic staff a favor by saying that they know what to do. They have the options that they could do, but they are trying to resolve the issue amicably. Well, for me, I think it's unfortunate if the federal government, through the Minister of Labour, feels that this is the only option, the best option to addressing this particular issue between federal government and ASU. You know, there are major bone of contention issues that have been raised. One, the release of the revitalization fund for the university education across the country. Then, secondly, the hen academic allowance for academic teachers, the ASU members. Then, we also have the issue of the deployment of UTAS, you know, the payment platform designed by the university system. So these are few issues that has to do with the strike. And we also, another thing is the renegotiation of the 2009 ASU federal government agreement. You know, if you put all of this side by side, I still wonder how the courts beginning hearing this morning, because in that letter it was stated that the court should give accelerated hearing. So there will be representation this morning. Argument will come up at the court this morning. So let's see whether, because in my view, I think the federal government is looking at it from a very parochial and selfish angle, because it's like the federal government want to muzzle ASU by suggesting that the court, the industrial court, should compel ASU to resume without their demand being met. What is the future of education in the country? That is what we are talking about. Can you force people that have not been paid? Can you force people to now continue to work in a very hostile and in a very dilapidated environment? These are the issue. So I think the federal government is merely shying away from the crux of the matter. Failure in their own responsibility. They must also be aware that you may be able to force the horse to the river, but you may not be able to force it to drink water. You understand? So rather than diplomatically looking for a way to solve this issue, by if the court compel ASU to resume, let's see at the end of the day whether the court will also compel the federal government to keep to their own side of the bargain. Because in all of this, at one time or the other, the federal government has made one agreement to actually meet the demand of ASU, if not for lack of sincerity on the part of the government. Is it the issue of an academic allowance? Is it the issue of revitalization fund? There was a time the federal government accepted and adopted the UTAS that has all of a sudden again become so controversial in all of the demand now. So let's see how it goes. The case is in court already. So at the end of the day, we'll come up with their resolution.
All right, listen, the concern for the Nigerian students right now will be resolution. Like you said, accelerated hearing, that doesn't exactly translate to, you know how legal matters can drag on and on. For the Nigerian students, how soon should we be looking at a resolution to this crisis?
Well, pronouncements from the court most likely could be hastened. That will come very soon. I don't know if we can get valid pronouncement before the week runs out. But the issue is that how does pronouncement of the court solve this problem? I don't know whether you are familiar with an environment where you will be forced or coerced to do your job. Do you put in your best? Do you deliver optimally? That is why I said, under this government, what is the future of education?
But Section 18 of the 1999 Constitution and Article 17 of African Charter on Human Rights and People's Rights says, education must be not be denied the people. All right. So the students who are protesting that they're at home and the federal government has not done anything, and ASU is also there. So we're looking at the perspectives across. Okay, so who should the students see now as enemies of their progress? Is it ASU? Is it the federal government? Is it both? And of course, can the court also compel ASU to go back to the classroom?
Yes, the court can compel ASU to go back to the classroom. As a matter of law, it depends on the argument. What the court most likely could do is to say, go back to work, let the status quo remain. Then maybe from there, negotiation could be picked up. And the status quo in this matter is go to the original position before the crisis began. So that is why I said earlier, how does this issue of legal action? There are some cases you take to court and people will opt out of court for a gentleman's settlement, what they call out of court settlement. Now the federal government has feel that, going to court to compel ASU to resume work should be the best option. But in a way, this might not entirely solve the problem. On the issue of right to education, of course, this government has actually taken so many rights away from the people, because education should be qualitative. Education at elementary level should be free and also affordable. That is what it is. If you don't educate the child, it means that you are preparing the child, especially in the hands of the evil one, especially at this time that we have terrorism, banditry thriving in our country like never before. So the government must take cautious steps. When the media, you want to bring them down. Any civil society group that comes up, you want to bring them down. Now it's about the turn of ASU. Let them also know that the people also reserve the right to belong to an organization, especially in the work environment. Right. So the government want to do everything possible to to see that ASU ceases to exist. You know, this same Ngige at some point talked about proscribing ASU. So they are feeling that when they use coercive force, this will solve the problem. At the end of the day, after this court pronouncement that we may get at the end of the day, what becomes of the future of education under this government and its subsequent future? That is what we are talking about. It's not just about going to court to address the issue. Is it the issue of court that has made the federal government not to honor its own side of the bargain? So for me, I will say that both ASU and the federal government, they are culpable. Right. But in a way, the federal government is the biggest enemy to education in the country.
Now, an unspecified number of police officers have been killed at the Nugun Uku community in Njikoka local government area of Anambra State, as yet to be identified assailant opened fire on the convoy of Senator Ifeanyi Ubah.
Yes, that was also very unfortunate as the news came. I think from the southeast, the people must be very careful. This idea of unknown gunmen killing people recklessly and opening fire on people, that should stop. There is no basis for any agitation that will warrant the taking of innocent life. You know, innocent police officers have lost their life now. So how do we account for that? What could be the justification for that attack? For example, if not for the effort of even the security operative, probably this man could have been killed. And what would have been the story? A lot of illustrious sons and daughters in the eastern part of the country have lost their life unwarrantedly, and that is not the way to agitate. Let people come together. The wanton destruction of lives and property by the people of the southeast in the southeast is becoming uncalled for. Of course, there is no way.
Is this about any agitation or about 2023 election?
It's about one, agitation. Secondly, criminality. It is the issue of agitation that has made the issue of criminality to escalate in the eastern part of the country. That's the truth.
President Buhari is visiting. Will be visiting
tomorrow.
Yeah,
I was coming.
And IPOB is in the news.
I was coming there. IPOB is in the news. You know, most of the time, IPOB make pronouncements as far as their agitation is concerned, whether legitimate or not, quote and unquote. You understand? But a lot of people have been able to hijack that movement, all in the name of courtesan and unknown government, using that as an opportunity to unleash mayhem on innocent citizens in the eastern part of the country. IPOB has come out to say that, Monday sit at home has been cancelled. You know how devastating that was at that particular point in time, where all infrastructure, all public utility had to be shut down against the will of the people, to the extent that the people, not as if they want to stay at home, they want to be locked down on the Monday, but because of fear of their life, they had to remain indoor. They have forgotten that there are some of these people who go out on a daily, who earn daily living. If they don't go out, there's no way they will be able to put food on the table, especially for their family. Now, IPOB has come out to say that Tuesday visit of President Muhammadu Buhari coincide with the arraignment of Nnamdi Kanu in court. They said they have cancelled Monday sit at home. The only sit at home now will now be on the day their leader will appear in court. And there is a coincidence between the day that Nnamdi Kanu will appear in court, which is tomorrow. It's supposed to be, I think, sometimes in October, but that has been brought to tomorrow, and the president is visiting tomorrow. Right. They said they are going to be on the sit at home. They are going to lock down, especially Imo State, for the president, that they won't be able to welcome the president. That if that is the case, then it means that everybody will sit at home. I fear that if not properly managed, there could still be loss of life, because there is no way people will want to go out. That's the truth of the matter. So how do they ensure, I'm talking to IPOB now, how do they ensure each free compliance? Are people actually complying voluntarily, or they are afraid of their life? So this is what the point we are making. Right. These people must be called to order. Nnamdi Kanu has come out to say repeatedly that the agitation is it's not about infringement on people's right. Let people go about their normal business. And we're also appealing to the federal government. If you have decided to keep him, you have arrested him, you have keep him, do not incarcerate him perpetually. Put him under trial. If there's anything you can do, fast track the process of justice. Look at Ngige. Ngige just wrote the National Industrial Court to fast track hearing on the issue of ASU, because something is telling them that they might have the upper hand at the end of the day. So let somebody also come up and say, on the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, let there be a time frame. Want to deal with it. If he's culpable, let him be sentenced. And if it is not culpable at the end of the day, let him be discharged and acquitted. So that restiveness in that area can come to an end.
This is all shades of wrong, if you ask me. It is this same president that terrorists will, will come out to say, don't come around here. Now, IPOB is saying, don't come around here, indirectly by declaring, sit at home. But let's see. Yes,
let's see how it goes. But people must be very careful. We don't want to lose innocent life. That's the truth.
All right, let's take a look at this one. Will retire political tourist Atiku to Dubai, says Shetima. He's come out to say Atiku can't win next year. Can't match Tinubu's, his I don't know what to call it now.
Yes.
Based on his competency in grooming administrators, he says that Tinubu does that. Atiku hasn't groomed anyone.
Yes, if you look at the number of politicians, reputable politicians that Tinubu has produced, you give that to him. This idea of picking people that could do well is a strategist as far as that is concerned. So you can't take that away from him, and that is a major problem in the country, not just living, and that is also a major setback for former President Olusegun Obasanjo. You understand? You left office, and since then you have not been able to pick anybody that will outperform you. It has always been from one complaint to the other, or what have you. Look at the succession plan of Tinubu in Lagos. Whether you like it or not, there have been governors who have not performed less than what Tinubu has set during his time as 8 years governor of Lagos State. Then on the statement of Shetima, the elections are coming closer. That's the truth. Let's see how it goes at the end of the day. It is not Shetima that will say by fiat that someone will win or somebody cannot win. These are politicians. Of course, it's ordinarily expected from them. It's a political statement. But they need to justify the miss. They need to show cause on why they feel that they are most competent and Nigerians should vote for them at this particular point in time. But one thing is that they are not even using their party at the center to campaign and say, where the president stopped, that is where we are going to continue. So it's a matter of time, and the sole determinant is the electorate. So let's see whether the people, because as it stands today, it is not sure. The presidential race to Aso Rock in 2023 is not sure for anybody yet. That's just the truth.
All right, when we come back, we'll talk about this particular story. NCC has, cautioned about 5 malicious Google Chrome extensions that track online browsers' activities and steal their data. I'm interested in this one.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
Country people, education be the foundation for better future. Now, why Dominion Aviation College they give you the opportunity to sabi many things we follow for inside the education? Share na air ticketing and reservation / GDS training, abi tourism transport and travel management, software development and application development courses. Now, Dominion Aviation College make you the rush go. Within 6 months, you self don't turn sabi person be that. Admission requirement no hard at all. Just make sure say you get a waiting result. WAEC, GCE, NECO, ND, NCE, HND. Or BSc. So you go fit register, learn air ticketing and reservation / GDS training, tourism transport and travel management, and many other things. Waiting you can't wait for again. Sharply go visit Dominion Aviation College. We see don't put a number B37 Oyinlola Street off Bolumole Ring Road, Challenge Ibadan, or make you tell the wire 0814-730-6896. WhatsApp 0813-148-2943. Website www.dominionaviationcollege.com. Dominion Aviation College. Better choice for better education.
Every kid is amazing at something. Give them amazing day. Amazing day instant cereal.
Amazing Day instant cereal. Think they're amazing.
Power oil, power oil. Ogunade cooking oil, we get different sizes and different packs. Oh, power oil, power oil. The one way they sweet me now, mini pack 400 naira. Yeah. Power oil, power oil. Everywhere. Power oil, good for your heart. Power oil, cholesterol. Power oil, no trans fat. Power oil. And people who listen to your heart use power oil. Power oil, power oil. Power oil.
ẹ̀yin ènìyàn mi gbogbo ìjọ onífẹ̀ẹ́ sí láti lọ ṣiṣẹ́ tàbí gbé ní ilẹ̀ òkèèrè bí àwọn bíi ilẹ̀ Canada, Qatar, Dubai, Croatia, Poland àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. tó bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ máa wulẹ̀ làágùn jìnnà ọmọ ìyá mi. iléeṣẹ́ Picasso Agency and Consult Limited ó ní ìdáhùn sí ìbéèrè rẹ. iléeṣẹ́ yìí ti gba ìwé àṣẹ ọlọ́dún 10 láti kó àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà lọ sí àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tá a mẹ́nubà. lára àwọn àǹfààní iṣẹ́ òun láti rí iṣẹ́ abánidáná tá a mọ̀ sí kúùkù, painter, driver, plumber, electrician, bricklayer pẹ̀lú àwọn tí wọ́n ń ta epo. láti wá kópa níbi ètò ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ pàtàkì ìwọ máa bọ̀ tó bá di ọjọ́ 14 nínú oṣù kẹsàn-án ọdún 2022 ní gbọ̀ngàn tá a mọ̀ sí MOF 21 Event Center ságbègbè Ring Road nílẹ̀ Ìbàdàn. aago 8 àárọ̀ òun ni ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yìí ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ o. o gbúdọ̀ ní ìwé ìrìnnà rẹ èyí tó múnádóko. bákan náà ìwé ẹ̀rí mo yege O level. o gbúdọ̀ ní ìmọ̀ nípa èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì kó o gbọ́ kó o sì lè kà pẹ̀lú. bẹ́ẹ̀ sì rèé àwọn tó bá fẹ́ lọ ṣiṣẹ́ awakọ̀ nílẹ̀ náà wọ́n gbúdọ̀ ní ìwé àṣẹ ìwakọ̀ wọn dání o. fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ 0809 015 0555 tàbí 0817 990 0308.
Believe and win big. Experience the wonder of the FIFA World Cup in Qatar with Coca-Cola. Buy any Coca-Cola product with a white cap. Check the code under the cap and dial *8014*1* hash to participate for free. You could win an all-expense paid trip to the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. There's also 250 million naira in airtime to be won instantly. T's and C's apply. Coca-Cola, official partner of the FIFA World Cup. This promo is approved by the FCCPC.
Oh yes! People have been winning, and you too can be a millionaire in the Dangote Bag of Goodies Season 3 promo.
Spell Dangote.
Yes! Spell Dangote and become a multi-millionaire. Category 1, instant win. Buy bags of Dangote cement. Pick up the scratch card and win an instant prize. Category 2, for the star prize, pick up the scratch card inside the bags to spell DANGOTE, qualifying you to win 1 million naira cash. Category 3, the mega star prize. Pick out the scratch card inside the bags and spell DANGOTE, qualifying you to win 5 million naira cash. When you pick an alphabet with an eagle, look out for letter O that has the Dangote Eagle logo for you to win the mega star prize. Terms and conditions apply.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
Welcome back from the commercial break. 32 FM 94.9. The lines are open. 0809 7949, 0906 2949, and 0705 5949.
Yes, we talked about Chrome, a particular Google app that steals data and also become very expensive to maintain. Immediately you download some of this application online. The truth of the matter is that most time you just see a pop-up on your phone that you should download, and if care is not taken, when you download, to come out of it will now become very slim, and that has taken away the usage of data. Because if you look at it critically, apart from whether tariff or not, the usage of data, the rate at which data flies off now is becoming alarming. It's due to some of these unsolicited informations, download details that we find online, and when these are done, you discover that it affects your phone, it will expose you, it will give opportunity for people to hack into your personal information, your data, and at the end of the day steal your personal information. So what can we then do? We can do well by also ensuring that we ignore some of these unsolicited pop-up, especially.
Hello.
Hello,
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Hello, sir.
Hello, good morning. We can hear you.
Good morning, sir.
Right.
Yeah. I'm Ola. I'm calling from LA. Now, I start with ASU and the federal government. I think, to me, the step taken by the federal government is okay. I look at it this way. Assuming a couple is fighting and they turn violent against each other, you tried all your best and there's no solution. The best thing is to call in the police to arrest both of them. That does not mean you don't like them, but you don't want the trouble to escalate further. That is the way I look at that. Now, about the IPOB and the incident that happened in the Southeast, I learned somewhere that IPOB had earlier come up to warn the Abuja politicians that there are some cliques that want to attack them each time they come home. So I had to blame it on IPOB, that they should be very careful. I think that is what I suppose is happening now. Then coming to the issue of Shetima's statement and the eulogy you give about Tinubu, I think 2023 election should be about personality. Whether the man at the center perform poorly or not, I think it should be about personality, because if we say we want to go by political party, we may fail. Good morning.
Thank you for your contribution. 0906 2009 49 0705 500949. We also have a report here that talks about the number of persons dying by suicide annually, over 700,000. That's what we have here. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. I'm John Njoko. Senator Oba escaped death because he was in a bulletproof. However, some people equally lost their life, which included majorly security purposes. When I line myself with us in the demo this morning, I think there is need for calm and peace in this region. While security operatives must do their job well to make sure that they get those companies, not it is or any other person. The last was making youth statement that has to do with it. Also, is it by grooming that the former president OBJ became president, or Yaradua, even Jonathan, including the president Buhari, was it by grooming? Nigerian voters will decide who governs them, either by grooming or by any other standard. Don't enjoy this money.
All right, thank you, John. 070-55,949-080-97,949. Those are the numbers to be part of the conversation this morning. Of course, you can head on to Facebook, drop your comments and thoughts on there as well this morning. Austin, I came across... Okay, we have another call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Tayo.
Good morning.
Balkis Onodin from Ibadan.
All right.
Sarah taking the federal government to court shows the height of all failures. Now the question is, must industrial strike be the only language our leaders understand? Before some of these sectors usually go on strike, they would have given them at least 2 to 3 weeks ultimatum. Why can't they do what is necessary? Must they always go on strike? Sarah has taken them to court and Nigerians are waiting for the outcome. I can remember how the same government was very proactive when it affected the aviation sector. Now, because most of their kids are not being schooled here, they may not really prioritize education. Let's come up with a law that makes it mandatory that political office holders should put their children in Nigerian schools. Until then, Nigeria's education system will always malfunction. Good morning.
Thank you, Balkis, for your contribution there. Another one here on Facebook. Let's say this comment. Good morning, Tayo and Kenny, on the issue of ASU versus federal government. Honestly, federal government do not know what is next. Court is not the answer to this problem. Rather, they should have another discussion to settle ASU. Federal government want to create problems for the next president. That's from Raja Fiz. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Tayo, Kenny, and also good morning. This is from Oyo. It is very unfortunate the kind of leaders we have in Nigeria. After several months, why not going to industrial court? The first one, that means our leaders did not like us. We just follow them blindly. That's number one. Number two, Austin, I don't know. I listened to some news that some local branches of ASU said the national body did not come and brief them all the outcomes they have with federal government. You just do unilaterally elongate the site. I don't know how it is true. I listened to it in news channels or one of the local radios. If it is so, that means there's something wrong with leadership of ASU national level. Have a nice time.
All right, thank you. 07055,949 08097,949.
It is a shame that legitimate government will give an order while illegitimate group will give counter order while people decide which one to follow. This is the kind of country we find ourselves. Okay, General Babatunde, to everyone supporting the nefarious and criminal activities of IPOP terrorists, also known as a non-gunmen, may God forgive them all. Their activity is nothing but that of terrorists killing the best hand in the southeast. They'll continue to make the region lag behind. Honorable Dikrola, we got your message. Insecurity has become a normalcy in Nigeria, and I don't know why we are having government in the country, because if the federal government, okay, I'll come back to that. Let's take this call here. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, go ahead.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. What's your name?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Kayo, good morning. Austin, good morning. Kenna, good morning.
Good morning.
John calling from Ibadan. Kayo, I love your cap.
Thank you.
Now, Austin, please, I want to know Tompolo and Asare Tokobo. I want to know. It seems that they want to start fight again. Good morning. Go ahead.
Did you get that, Austin?
Yes, I got it. He said it seems Topolo and Asari Dokubo want to start fight again. Well, the federal government should not allow that to happen. If you look at the pipeline security contract that was awarded to Tompolo, of course, a lot of people condemned it. But when the federal government went on impact assessment program or tour in the Niger Delta, this particular suggestion came from the Delta State Governor, Ifeanyi Okowa. You could see that immediately after the award of that contract to Tompolo, Okowa came out to say this was his idea and he commended it as being lofty, because if you look at it, we need to secure our pipeline. I think the cost is what some people term as outrageous, but if you look at the cost and the benefit, I think at the long run, if allowed to survive, the benefit will outweigh the cost. That's the way it is.
All right, we have to go now. Thank you so much, Austin, for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, listener, for your time as well. This is where we call it a wrap on the Break It Down paper review for today. My name is Kenny Durotilu.
I am Olutayo Ogunade. Good morning.